Hello friends, I welcome you all to JIPL Technical Series. I am Mahesh Bill and I am working with JIPL as a software engineer. Today we are going to provide information further in SQL basics, covering topics create database, drop database, backup database, create table, drop table and alter table. So stay connected with us till the end to know full details. Before we start our topic, I would like to give some information about GIPL. GIPL is a government organization. We provide IT and IT-enabled services to different government organizations. We provide informative videos about government software and latest technological tutorials. To get latest video, please press the bell icon and subscribe to our channel. Now let's start our topic. Now, when we have completed with the SQL basics, we shall start with DB related details. At first, we shall look at the SQL create database statement. The create database statement is used to create a new SQL database. So the syntax goes as follow: create database, database name. So now when I write testdb here, the statement creates a database called testdb. Make sure you have an admin privilege before creating any database. For example, create database testdb. Now my database has been created. Once a database is created, you can check it in the list of database from here. Similarly, if you want to delete a database, follow the given syntax. Drop database, database name. For example, drop database testdb. So now my database has been deleted. If you want to drop a multiple database using a single statement, you can use a comma separated list of database names after the drop database clause. For example, drop database testdb1, comma testdb2. So now my both database has been deleted. The if exist option is available from SQL Server 2016. It allows you to conditionally delete a database only if the database already exists. If you attempt to delete a non-existing database without specifying the if exit option, the SQL Server will issue an error. For example, drop database testdb. Before deleting a database, you must ensure the following important points. First, the drop database statement deletes the database and also the physical disk files used by the database. Therefore, you should have a backup of the database in case you want to restore it in the future. Second, you can't drop the database that is currently being used. You can follow this step to delete the database. First, right click the database name that you want to delete and choose the delete menu item. Second, uncheck the delete backup and restore history information for database checkbox and the close existing connection checkbox and click the OK button to delete the database. Be careful before dropping a database. Deleting a database will result in loss of complete information stored in the database. So now that reminds me of backing up database before we delete it. So I shall go to our next topic now, the SQL backup database statement. The backup database statement is used in SQL Server to create a full backup of an existing SQL database. So the syntax goes as follow: backup database, database name, to disk, my path where I have to backup my database. Here, a small tip that I would like to share with you all. Always backup the database to a different drive than the actual database. Then, if you get a disk crash, you will not lose your backup file along with the database. Here we also have an option to have the SQL backup with differential statement. A differential backup only backups the part of the database that have changed since the last full database backup. So the syntax goes as follow: backup database, database name, to disk, my path, and with differential. A differential backup reduces the backup time. So let's move on to tabular level details. So to start with, I shall see the SQL create table statement. So the syntax goes as follow: create table, table name, column name, data type. The column parameters specify the names of the columns of the table. The data type parameters specify the type of data the column can hold. For example, varchar, integer, date, etc. So now let's create a table for an example to have a clear idea. Let's create a table called person that contains 5 columns: person ID, last name, first name, address, and city. So here it goes: create table persons, person ID, last name, first name, address, city. The person ID column is of type integer and will hold an integer. The last name, first name, address, and city columns are of type varchar and will hold characters, and the maximum length for this field is 255 characters. The empty person table will now look like this. Select star from person. The empty person table can now be filled with the data with the SQL insert into statement that we have studied earlier. Now let's see how to create table using another table. A copy of an existing table can also be created using create table. The new table gets the same column definition. All columns or specific columns can be selected. If you create a new table using an existing table, the new table will be filled with the existing values from the old table. The following SQL create a new table called the test table, which is a copy of the person table. So for that, we write create table test table as select person ID, last name, first name from person. So now let's also see the SQL drop table statement, which is used to drop an existing table in a database. Syntax goes as follow: drop table, table name. For example, drop table person. So now my table has been deleted. Again, be careful before dropping a table. Deleting a table will result in loss of complete information stored in a table. In the similar manner, we have one more SQL command, SQL truncate table. The truncate table statement is used to delete the data inside a table, but not the table itself. Its syntax would be truncate table, table name. For example, truncate table person. So now my data has been deleted, but table remains as it is. We also have an alter table statement in SQL which is used to add, delete, or modify columns in an existing table. The alter table statement is also used to add and drop various constants on an existing table. Let's quickly see some example. The following SQL add an email column to the person table. Alter table person email varchar 255. Now look at the person table. Now we want to add a column named date of birth in the person table. For example, notice that the new column date of birth is of type date and is going to hold a date. The data type specifies what type of data the column can hold. The person table will now look like this. Let's also see how to change data type with an example. Now we want to change the data type of the column named date of birth in the person table. Use the following SQL statement: alter table person, alter column date of birth, date time. Notice that the date of birth column is now of type date time and is going to hold a date time format. For example, next, if you want to delete the column named date of birth in the person table, use the following SQL statement: alter table person drop column date of birth. The person table will now look like this. Today we have covered following SQL topics: create database, drop database, backup database, create table, drop table, truncate table, alter table. Hope all this information was helpful to you. Thank you for watching. For any IT and IT enabled services, you can contact GIPL with details shown on the screen. If you like our video, please click like button and share with your friends and family. We will meet you in our next video. Till then, stay safe, stay home and take care of yourself.